All right, good Monday evening, everyone. It is 6:30 on this July 14th. Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich has the entire week off, and he is thoroughly enjoying his vacation in Hawaii, and we send him our best wishes. In the meantime, we're dealing with the heat, humidity, and of course, pop-up showers and thunderstorms. That same pattern that we've been talking about over the past month is what we have in the forecast for this week ahead, with a couple of tweaks to the forecast as well. Now, right now, we are dealing with a couple of strong thunderstorms out there that have mainly set up over towards Union County. You can see, look at that cluster of thunderstorms. This has really grown in strength within the past half hour. So a lot of positive lightning strikes with this system, which is actually louder than negative strikes. We also seen a couple of downpours starting to develop over towards portions of East Charlotte as well. Midland, Unionville, Monroe, Marshville. This is a cluster of thunderstorms that has really started to grow together, and it was tagged to have 40-mile-per-hour winds as well as some pea-sized hail as well. A couple of other downpours we're seeing extending over towards Stanley County, Norwood, Ansonville, Wadesboro, also getting in on some of the action as well. I do want to go ahead and take a live look over downtown Monroe if we actually have some of that. Oh, beautiful. Okay, you can see some rain droplets. This is from downtown, courtesy of Mr. Sparky. You can see some rain droplets on there, but our other Monroe camera, which I have been seeing the same wasp over the past 2 hours.
It's just hanging out.
It's just hanging out. You know what? I think it broke our camera. Okay. Well, now it's gone. You can see some storms off into the distance. So this is, again, one of the areas that we were looking at for some those strong thunderstorms. Doppler radar, you can see it's been kind of quiet here in the Charlotte area. Basically, if you live in between I-40 and I-85, we have no rain to track. Much of that activity is extending up towards our foothill counties as well as east of 77. And you'll notice a little bit of that outflow boundary coming out of these thunderstorms is developing other downpours right alongside that line. We did have a couple of strong thunderstorms over towards Lancaster County, producing a lot of lightning. We had 66 lightning strikes within that system about an hour ago. Now you can see has completely dissipated. And now our strongest thunderstorm over towards Unionville, Anson, extending all the way into Wadesboro, Chesterfield getting in on the action as well, Cheraw, Society Hill, all the way into Patrick. Now you can see this is a radar loop over the past hour. These storms are very slow moving. They haven't gone anywhere, but some of them have dissipated. So as we head into this evening, that is going to be the threat for tonight. A little bit higher in elevation. This is what I was talking about. North of I-40 over towards portions of Love Valley, Little River, Yadkin Valley, extending all the way up into northern Burke County. So for today, we do have that isolated risk for strong to severe thunderstorms that could contain wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour. So far this evening, we've only seen 40 miles per hour. And there's also going to be the potential for some localized flooding as well. You know the drill. We've been doing this song and dance for a while now, but some of the areas that did see some more of the significant rainfall from the past 48 hours, especially over towards Greensboro, you could see under that medium threat for excessive rainfall. And they've already had a flash flood warning that was issued, I'd say around 4 p.m. This afternoon. So it's been active all across the Carolinas. Outside now, it is 96 in Charlotte, where you see the 80s. That is actually rain-cooled air, which probably feels still a little bit muggy, but certainly a nice relief. 83 in Monroe, 84 in Cheraw, 88 in Lancaster, but still well into the 90s in places like Lincolnton and over towards Shelby. And that's making it feel like 98 as you step out the door in Lincolnton, feeling like 102 here in Charlotte, 101 over towards Rock Hill, and 102 over in Albemarle. We are starting to approach the 7 p.m. hour, so if you have any plans to grill out or maybe go out to dinner on the patio, definitely would recommend doing that indoors, as temperatures will hang on likely into the lower 90s as we head throughout the next hour, starting to fall into the upper 80s by the time we head to around 8 o'clock, with a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm at any point during the evening hours. Now, rain chances will fizzle out around midnight tonight, and as we do, temperatures will fall into the lower 70s, and a few areas of patchy dense fog could develop by tomorrow morning, especially in the places that do get in on the rainfall for today. Tomorrow's forecast will add more cloud cover to the mix, so overall it won't be as hot as it was today. Today we reached the upper 90s. For tomorrow we'll be in the lower 90s, which is right where we should be for this time of year, and even close to 80 degrees up towards the high country. Of course, factoring in the humidity, it's still going to be feeling like the upper 90s out there, so just take those necessary heat precautions. Heat streak today marked the 8th consecutive afternoon that we have seen high temperatures, 90 degrees or above, and we've got only 90-degree days in this upcoming forecast, but we are tallying our 90-degree days. This is something that meteorologist Chris Mulcahy actually made. So far this year, including today, we have had 28 days of 90-degree days and above. This time last year, we had 23, and the average per year is around 44. But the most that we've gotten was 88 back in 1954, and the least we had was 8 back in 1967. So we are halfway through July, and we've got a lot more heat to go. In fact, this has been the 8th warmest July up to this point in Charlotte, with the average high close to around 93 degrees with the average low 73. So what's the weather impact for this week? Well, I've kind of just said it. We're going to be feeling the heat, slightly cooler as we head into midweek, with another warm up expected for this weekend with daily pop-up thunderstorms in the forecast. So right now, another check on Doppler radar. Still have that severe thunderstorm warning outside of our area. This is further off to the east over towards Durham. This was tagged with that 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. Oh, amazing. Right on cue. Live view. This is from Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill. A nice view of that Raising Cane's. I have been to that Raising Cane's, and it would be a good evening to go grab some chicken tenders. Very stormy outlook. You can see a couple lightning strikes in the distance, but this is the conditions that we will be dealing with as we head throughout the next several hours. So switching to Doppler radar, still have that downpour that is now developed over towards Mecklenburg County, starting to push out of East Charlotte over towards the Matthews, Mid-Hill area, over towards that I-485 loop over towards East Charlotte. But still, that biggest downpour extending from Unionville, Marshville, New Salem, all the way into Ansonville. This is packing a punch with intense rainfall rates, as well as lots of lightning and gusty winds up to around 30 to 40 miles per hour. Still got that cell over towards Waysboro and that cell over towards Cheraw and Society Hill, producing some heavy downpours. So futurecast, again, we'll see that action continue through the late evening, all the way through about midnight. Once we lose that daytime heating, rain chances will fizzle out. By the time we get into your Tuesday morning, few areas of patchy dense fog will be possible, like I mentioned, especially in the areas that do get in on some of the rainfall for today. And then here we go. More cloud cover will be added to the mix. And then once we get a little bit more instability in the atmosphere, a downpour will be possible from midday all the way through about midnight. And guess what? We do it all again for Wednesday as well. So this really is the pattern going forward for this week. So do want you to stay prepared, especially if you do have any summer outdoor activities, as localized flooding, gusty winds with strong thunderstorms, and frequent lightning will all be a threat. So again, keep an eye on the sky and make sure to download that WCNC app, because you can track those showers and storms in real time right on your phone, right on your hand, especially if you do have any events. As we head throughout the work week tomorrow, like I mentioned, dip in temperatures, that does not last long. In fact, we'll be well into the lower to middle 90s as we head into your Thursday, and bringing the heat right back as we head towards the end of the work week. So peak heat index for today was actually well above 100. We'll be in the upper 90s, feeling like that Tuesday and Wednesday, feeling like the triple digits as we end out the work week. So 7-day forecast, putting this all together, you can see temperatures briefly cooler. We will be heating right back up, middle 90s as we head towards the weekend, with overall lower rain chances as we head towards the end of the work week. Now, what we are going to be watching for is keeping an eye on the tropics and see if that potentially we could see some tropical cyclone development that could throw some extra tropical moisture our way as we head towards the end of the work week. Hopefully, that will not be the case. Now, we do have a live view, I believe, Brian. I'm seeing this image, and I'm wondering what it is.
Laugh. I found the wasp. He's riding the windshield wiper.
Okay. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, I ran the windshield wiper on the camera in Monroe because it was raining, and the wasp revealed himself. He's at the bottom right of the screen. Oh, there he goes.
Okay, right, that's what I was looking at. I was like, I don't know what's happening here. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not a very good producer, but I was trying not to laugh while you're doing your forecast because I could see the windshield wiper and the wasp just going back and forth.
Wait, pause. Did you say there is a windshield wiper on the camera?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is.
Actually, I did not know this as well.
Oh, there's more than one wasp.
There must be a nest. And there's someone that has to maintain these cameras, right? Has to go up there.
They are not happy about this windshield wiper.
Wow.
I'm going to stop it now.
Okay, well, they're enjoying this nice view for us. We will move on now to